But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Young wasting no time, right to the air. Buying time to his left. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Young, he's going to change it up. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A play fake. Now Young. And check down, complete to Hall. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. From the red zone now, Young. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run with Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with this.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Big. Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw in his playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll look to run with Hall. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. Looks good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. He's got a first and maybe more. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball. When you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double, you would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Mostert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 60 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Young going to move them around. Now Young on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it. An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Rodgers to throw on second down. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try it now with Mostert. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. It's Young on 1st down. That's caught by Munn. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
38. Come on, 38. Black ultra. Zone red.
Young on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis all even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Give to Hall running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Brock Bowers
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Christian Barmore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A tackle by Quincy Williams.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd and 10.
43. Cluster, 6. Ready, go.
Ball again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
The kick by Lutz is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Young here to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Young here, you can see, changing to play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll get 34 yards there.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
And now an audible here into something else.
Young to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Young.
And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And Young's going to throw it here.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll come up now on second down.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
The Vikings